Yo, what up? How's everybody doing out there tonight? I hope y'all are doing well, having a great evening. Hopefully that's toned down a little bit for you and not quite blowing yours out. Still supposed to startle you. That's why it is loud. But apparently I blew out some speakers the other night, so I apologize about that. I never mean to do that on purpose, uh, but I did tone it down. All right. So tonight was league night, but we'll talk about that a little bit later. Some interesting things happened. Uh, there are some happy parts, but uh, mostly tragic stories. Tragic stories of my failure. But hey, sometimes it be like that. Uh, I am late one because I didn't get out of the tournament until just before 10 o'clock. Uh, I want to come home, rest, and then I was streaming. Or I wasn't streaming, but I was playing some of the games that I played in the tournament in VR. OMG, I've said it before, but uh, man, what a difference it makes in the way that you perceive a table in VR versus pancake mode. Um, I wish that VPX VR was easier to set up, wasn't quite such a pain in the butt. If only there was a baller installer for VR. Nailbuster, if you're hearing this, if you can add in the VPVR um, into Popper, like and just make that part of the installer, um, there would be a lot more VR headsets sold. I can tell you that now. More IFP points. Yes, absolutely. League night hype. I was hyped for it, regardless of the outcome. Uh, I was still extremely hyped for it because it's fun, and I have some new things to say about the way that I approach pinball gameplay in general. Um, my thought process has changed a little bit, um, and I think that that comes from being around people who are competitive. Now, don't get me wrong, everybody plays pinball for fun because it is fun, but the mindset is different when you're in tournament mode versus kicking it, drinking beers with friends mode, right? Especially if you're playing it virtually or you own the pin and you don't have to put quarters in it. But when you got to pony up that money, points are on the line, and you're trying to place well, the mindset is a little bit different. And I learned that tonight. um, I watched a lot of people expect outcomes, and something completely different happened. And people respond to that differently. And that was one of the things that I saw both in myself, but in other people as well. Let me turn on this ceiling fan. It's fall here, and we got an incoming storm. So the stream might get ended early, not of my own accord. But let me turn on this ceiling fan because it feels humid in here. So just a moment. I don't know why I didn't turn this shit on in the first place. A dumbass. There we go. That's better. Um, a couple things that happened was some of the games I had played before. Overconfidence is a killer. um, and then there were a few games that I had never touched, so I had no idea what was going on, um, and that's understandable. So the 6 games that we played tonight, yes, I made it to the tournament on time, so I didn't miss the first table. We played Deadpool. Uh, Deadpool was on an LE. We played Ghostbusters. We played Kiss Pro. We played AIQ. we were supposed to play Godzilla, but there were some customers on the machine, so they decided to redraw, and what we got was AIQ instead. And I was looking forward to playing Godzilla because I haven't played it yet. But we redrew that table, and we ended up getting AIQ. And then those were the 4 modern pins. And then for the 2 classic pins, we played Laser Ball and Grand Prix. And not the Stern Grand Prix from the 80s, the 1979 Grand Prix. We played that. I would say that I almost do better with classic pins than I do with modern pins. But the way our tournament is set up, it's a Swiss format. So depending on how well you do on a table, that determines the group that you'll be in. So the more points you score in your particular group, you might get moved to a higher tier. You score less points, you get moved to a lower tier. I believe that's the way that works. And then the format, the way that they have the tables set up, they have it set up so that the computer draws 2 moderns and then a classic. And then 2 moderns and a classic. That way, I guess it keeps people from getting bunched up, waiting on the same machine or whatnot. We have 57. I actually counted them this time. We have 57 machines at Cactus Jacks. I believe only 2 were out of commission, and they have more in storage that they rotate in. Now, what's cool is I have access to 38 of those machines right here on my pin cab. So there's little excuse besides, not experimenting with some of these tables and giving them a try. So I really need to write that list down and make sure those tables are loaded on my pin cab and make sure I spend time playing them. So that way I'm familiar with the rules when they come up in the tournament. I know some of y'all, maybe Frisco, is thinking, yeah, dummy. But I didn't do that. But hey, that's some of the lessons learned, right? Now, I thought I was automatically going to be placed in the lower tier just because I'm a noob. I thought that's how the ranking worked. But when the Swiss grouping was explained to me, I was like, oh, that's how I ended up in a group with a IFPA top 50 ranked player. So yeah, stuff happens like that. But it was still hella fun. I love seeing the people there. I love seeing people, improve upon what they did, last week, and seeing how people react to, not doing as well as they expected. That's also interesting as well. But I think everyone there had a blast. So I look forward to seeing everybody next week. Now, next week is round 3 or the tournament finals, and they just take the top 4. I'm not in the top 4, so I won't actually be participating in that. But they do want to have a B tournament, and I guess that would be the next 4. So the top 8 will be playing. But everybody's still invited to show up because it is league night to show support and play some games. So I'll definitely be there putting in the practice and putting in the work. Hello, y'all that just joined. I don't know if y'all are bots. If you are, please make sure you stay and watch these ads so I can get 2 cents off of you. So if you're not bots, you're welcome to ask questions. Like I say at the start of every stream, if it looks weird or sounds weird, please let me know in chat. That way I can get it fixed so we can all have a great time here while we play pinball. Let's see. We're going to go back. What do I feel like playing tonight? God, Dread is really fun. But, Star Trek? Well, let's play some soccer.
Please wait. I am now loading up the game. Have fun.
I haven't touched this one in a little while. Now, for those of y'all who are tournament players, when you go to a tournament, you don't know the games, but maybe you know what's available to play. What is one that you're always hoping that they'll be like, this is a game we're playing tonight? Is there one where you're like, yes, let's do it? Dang it, stop it. Now, some of this stuff is a little weird because I've been messing around with VR, and so I have to like put stuff on the back glass in order to get it to show up in VR. So still messing with that. Frisco says usually any table I've never played before because you like to try new stuff. I'm always hoping that it's like Medieval Madness or Attack from Mars. It's like I know the rules. I know what I'm supposed to be doing. What happened to my beautiful color back glass? Hey, look at that. Colored back glass. Sweet. Let's put it where it's supposed to be. I'll just throw that right in there. Yeah, I was able to get my my nice color back glasses back in the house. So let's save this position for World Cup Soccer. All right, what a pain in the ass. And how do we get rid of this? Ooh. Anybody know how to get rid of this other DMD? Please give me a shout out. Besides maybe going in here and what is that? Cabinet mode. Show DMD. Maybe turn that off. Yes, I know. I gotta restart it. Weirdness. Yep, uncheck that one. Freezy F1, uncheck it. Oh, I gotta restart the entire table. Oh, man. Okay.
Please wait. I am now loading up the game.
Hopefully that'll get rid of it. But I had to turn it on to make VR work. VR is quickly becoming my preferred way to play when I'm not streaming. Especially if I'm going to start really putting in the work and practice in for league night. There's no better way to practice. Nope, it's still there. Come on. Yeah, this one has the DMD on the playfield, which is annoying as heck. And I don't know how to get rid of it. If you know how to get rid of that, please let me know. But let's put some quarters in this bad boy and play anyway. Right click the DMD on the playfield. Nope, right click does not work. And I also cannot click and drag it anywhere either. Nah. I don't know. It used to not be there. Obviously. I don't know why it's there now. Weirdness. Yeah. Oh, let's get my audios back. One of the things I did realize that I was missing is when I'm playing a game at home when I'm streaming, I can't hear the call outs. So I realized while I was playing Guardians of the Galaxy, some of the shots, like I could hear it telling me what shot to make. And I was like, holy crap, I didn't know that was there. So I'm going to have to figure out a way to get better audio from the table piped into my headphones. So that I can hear those, the call outs. I did when I I had to go into the registry and delete a file from VPN MAME when I did the color DMD thing. I had to go into the registry and delete some VPN MAME folder or something like that. Get it? Usually it's just a freezy thing. Probably so. Ooh, that came out of there fast with some backspin. I'm guessing that I'll probably have to go into like the DLL or something like that. Or the not the setup, but the B2S backlash server setup, and basically just tell it what screen is what, so that it knows where to put the DMD. And I might actually DMD device file. Okay. You might want to check your VMA instead of you turn on and off thing. Color DMD all time. Show DMD as default setting. Quite possibly. There might be an option that is check true to always show the DMD. Okay. Hey, do you think that would be an No, it's not part of the DOF nudge thing, because all that's saying is to capture DMD, not to show it all the time. Go! Ooh. Okay, so speaking of not hitting a flipper, let's finish this game, and I will tell you something that was surprised the shit out of me when it happened at league night tonight. Oh, one of the other things that I came home and changed tonight when I got out of league play, if you look at Tilt Bobby, you'll notice that he is literally up to his eyes in the brass ring. And there's a reason for that. Especially on Laser War and Guardians of the Galaxy. Both of those tables I tilted. I tilted playing them the exact same way that I play at home. All of the tables have a way more sensitive tilt bob than what I have set up. So I'm used to just randomly shaking and nudging this table all around. So now I can't do that anymore. You love them eyes. Hey, Moody, what's up? Gameplay looks smooth. Yes. Yeah, Frisco, you know I put a lot of work into, more work into making sure that that my channel and gameplay looks smooth than my gameplay actually looks good. I love them eyes.
It's enough to get me to the boiling point.
Yeah. So my goal for this game, Moody, I'm glad you're here. So I got 2 tournament players now chiming in, and this is a great time to talk about this. When we're going into tournament, I've found that my mindset needs to be different than here what I do most nights, which is just playing for fun, right? yeah, I really like that, Redeem. I can't wait until I get my my Fast and the Furious ones done. But when I'm here just playing for fun, chatting, hanging out with you guys, like there's only a couple of times a week where I'm actually competitive, and that's on Mondays and Saturdays, when I'm really trying to get a high score. And even then, I spend more time chatting. I've found that when I'm in league play, when it really matters, like it just it feels different. Of course it does, because it's competitive, right? But the choices that I make in where to shoot are completely different. I noticed that, at least in the group that I was playing with, which is the bottom group, but even at the start of league play, when I was what? Frisco, oh my God, 5'10" height. Wow, thank you so much for the biddies. I never expected, I never asked for it, but thank you so much for doing that. Like the great TLA says, you must be a billionaire. So thank you very much for that. What was I talking about? Oh, the choices that you make, the shots that you take. I noticed that even in the higher tiers, but especially in the lower tier players, I didn't see anybody trap up during multi-ball. Now, I didn't get a multi-ball at all tonight, which is probably the reason why I got the results that I got. But I noticed that nobody trapped up. Not even Travis Murray, who was blowing up what did he blow up? Friggin' a Monster Bash and a Guardians of the Galaxy. It just didn't happen. Now here on my pin, I've since started trying to trap up more often, and it certainly helped my scores. But I think that the gameplay is a little faster in trying to get as many points as quickly as possible out of each and every ball. Whereas when you're playing for yourself, you might trap up because you want to make certain shots that are going to advance you through the modes so that you can beat the game. Does that make sense? Like what you do to score points might be different than what you do to advance through the game. So that was one thing that I noticed, and I thought was a little strange. Now, does that mean that, when I play in league play and I get a multi-ball that I'm not going to trap up? Nah, I'm still going to trap up because I think it's useful. I've found it to be useful in my own play, so why not do it on a physical pin? And Frisco, you can since you just got a physical pin, and you also play physical pins in tournaments, do you think it makes a difference trapping up on a V pin and then carrying over that skill on a physical pin? Frisco says it's tough to know when to trap up, but you need those balls to all calm down and land where you want them. I like trapping up sometimes, but you do better when you just power flip. Just keep it going, keep it moving, right? Start trying to hit everything that comes down. Yeah. And that's what I saw people doing was as you so eloquently put it, power flipping, just working them flippers, keeping those balls moving, trying to hit every target, every switch, every ramp that they possibly could. Not too much of a difference on a V-pin, Frisco says, except knowing where the shot is on a V-pin because it's the same every time. On a physical pin, it's different. You like power flipping because it's more fun. Yeah, just to keep the balls moving and the lights are flashing and the score is just ticking up and all that stuff, yeah. And then, once you got the one ball, then you can start slowing down and taking those aimed shots again. Moody, he doesn't trap up in a multi-ball if the ball save is active. Okay. Also try to go for the mystery shot during multi-ball, which is often at a ball. Okay. Trapping is clutch if you can get the precise shots down. Maximize your multi-ball time. And of course, hitting that mystery for the add a ball, super helpful. You guys remember when I first started playing this, I couldn't hit any of these ramps to save my freaking life. But now I'm sitting here reading chat and hitting ramps. Practice makes perfect. Let's see. So 2 balls on the left flipper, 1 on the right, because your jackpot shot. So you come to the table knowing where to trap up because you need to know where the shot is. Now I have to be careful because I just tightened up my tilt bob to be twice, if not 3 times more sensitive than he usually is. So my tilt bob is now woke. He's overly sensitive, so I have to be careful. I don't want to push him too much. There should be a pinball game in which you get canceled instead of tilted. Ah. Hey, Forge, what's up? So how much does the ratio of a V pin to a real life pin feel different in these shots? Haven't put much time on the V pin yet. Okay, so like this game, I have this at my local. Obviously, the rule set is going to be the same. So you learn the shots here, you'll be able to translate that to the real deal game. The timing of the shots. The timing of the shots feels roughly the same. The things that feel different that I notice is the angle, like how high the ramps look, how high you perceive them to look. Like sometimes when I'm looking at this, I think, why does that ball only go halfway up the ramp and then come straight back down and drain? But then you go see something like Avengers AIQ, and you look at that ramp in the back, and that thing is damn near vertical. And you're like, holy crap, I have to have a really strong flip, a solid flip, to make it up that ramp. Googly eyes on the tilt bob, yeah. And so that perception of depth and how hard you need to hit something, that changes. The thing that I noticed the most is the placement of the flippers. I downloaded Grand Prix onto my cab tonight because I failed horribly at it, and I wanted to see if I just suck or if their old ass game sucks. It's me. But one of the things I noticed was on the physical pin, the way that the wire of the return lane lines up with the flipper, it's nice and smooth on the physical pin. So you can just let it roll down the wire, let it continue on to the end of the flipper, and flip, no problem. On the VPX version, the flipper is offset. It's just slightly higher than the wire is. And that means as it rolls down the wire, if it has enough speed, it will actually bounce when it hits the inside of the flipper, the part of the flipper closest to the wire. And it's really hard to time a shot because the ball is already in the air when you're hitting it. So it feels really weird and different. So it's good to have it on my VPX cabinet to learn the rules, but I'm going to have to play that physically. Cyborg, what's up, John? How you doing? But I'm going to have to go play that at Cactus Jack's to get some time in on that one. Now, Laser War, the other one, I downloaded that one as well. God, it looks so good in VR. Frisco, you need to get that Quest 2 hooked up, man. You got to see some of this stuff. That felt very one-to-one, especially in VR. Not necessarily because of the depth perception that you get, but just the placement of the shots, what I expected to happen, that felt really good. It's mainly just the depth perception. So, looking at a table, no matter the angle here, it's still flat. And that can throw some things off. As far as the angle on a shot in degrees where it needs to come off of the flipper, that's the same. Heck yeah, set it up, give it a try. Yeah, you'll be in my camp real quick. The first table that you see, regardless of what the table is, you'll just be like, wow. Yeah, those strong flips are really key on AIQ. Yeah, when you do get a flip right, you hit that back ramp and it loops around, drops down to that upper left flipper, and then you just keep sending it back around. You get into that rhythm. That's what I did last week to beat that little kid into submission, but I just couldn't make it work this week. On that same game, craziness happened. Tell me if this has ever happened to you guys. Have you guys pulled off something ridiculous while you were playing, and you were so stunned that you were able to pull it off that you forgot to continue playing, and you drained because of it? So, what happened to me? I'm trying to tilt. I try to nudge the table, keep the ball alive. AIQ, my first ball, and I knew it was going to give me trouble, this left out lane. And so I was ready. I was like, I'm going to nudge it. I'm ready for it. And I knew what direction to nudge it in case it was heading over there. So I knew what I was supposed to do. I had a game plan. As soon as I see it heading over there, just give it a little bump. I'll be good to go, right? So I did that, and it actually went into the out lane. And so I just kind of wiggled the machine left to right, and the ball just kind of shimmied up out of the out lane, and it stayed on top of the pin. It just kind of hung out there, I would say, for a solid second and a half. And I was so stunned. And then I just gave it a little slap like that, and it went over into the return lane. And I was so, when I slapped it, I took my hand off like that because I didn't want to tilt the machine because I had hit it so hard. So I just slapped it, and my hands up, went into the return lane, right down the flimper, right into the drain. I didn't even flip. I scored 1,000 points. I was so stunned that I was able to save the ball and balance it up on that pin that like my mind just and body just froze. And I just didn't do anything when it finally went over. I could have flipped it and kept on playing. So Frisco says, yeah, sometimes I'll hit a super jackpot and fist bump like, yeah, and then drain. Yeah, I've done that too. You know, give myself a pat on the back for doing something awesome, just like I did tonight. And it was just so freaking embarrassing. Now, the first game up was Ghostbusters. And I was just like, and it was Ghostbusters Pro, so it didn't have the magnets. So I wasn't scared of it getting just, you know, thrown down the out lane or straight down the middle, just, you know, for nothing. But that flipper gap, though, is Michael Strahan teeth wide. It's Arnold Schwarzenegger tooth gap wide. And so I was just expecting the worst. I'm like, here it goes. Just like when I play Fishtails downtown, it's just going straight down the middle every time. And I ended up placing second on that game. I was the only one to actually start a mode. I started the Librarian. Got a ball lock, started the Librarian. Hit a few center ramps real nice. Yeah, they always say, that's pinball. Heck yeah. Which makes it fun. There we go. TNA in real life always, yeah, intimidates you. Yeah, those spooky pinball machines, man, with the flipper gap. Man. Yeah, they don't play around with that. Yeah, Johnny, we're actually talking about pinball, total nuclear annihilation, not the other TNA. Frisco's got twin girls, so I don't think he's that intimidated by TNA. Yo. There we go. I'll take it. Oh. There we go. No. Oh, see? We tilted. I kind of want that Halloween, but you wait for the code to catch up. It looks so clean. Yeah, it's brand new. It's got that anti-reflective glass on it. So does our Godzilla that we have. I was looking at it kind of down the road, and I was like, does that have glass on it? Because like you just see table after table where you see the reflection, and then you're like looking at Godzilla at the end of the row, and you're just like, it doesn't have glass on it. Like, why are they letting a brand new game that just came out just hang out with a place full of people and kids and no glass on it? And then you walk down there and you're like, oh, it has glass. I'm like, damn. And I looked up how much it costs to buy that glass for my V-Pin to help get rid of some of these reflections. Yeah, it's like $350 for a wide body sheet, plus like another $80 in shipping. So I'm like, no, I will just eventually stop being lazy and just get a circular polarizer for my camera. Juggle, juggle. If you have Zilla, you don't need Ultraman. Yeah. But, it comes down to your choice of theme, right? Do you want big robots or you want big monsters? Oh, he blocked it. What? What? I didn't expect that. I was really looking forward to playing Godzilla when they said it was going to be our fourth game. I was like, yeah, Godzilla, let's go. But then there were some customers who were playing on it, and they had already loaded it with a bunch of quarters. So they did a redraw, and the computer chose AIQ for us. And I was like, damn it. I just would have waited for him to finish it so we can play Godzilla. But them's the rules. They don't want to hold up the tournament for God knows how long. Ooh, that hurt. You looking for a Waz? Think about buying a Waz. Oh, Johnny, if you buy a Waz, bro, I ain't gonna end up putting a lot of miles on the motorcycle. You're like, I will sleep on the couch. I will sleep outside your front door. Mind Soda, giving me the host. Thank you so much, Mind Soda. I appreciate it. Wow. Never expected. Always appreciated. Thank you so much. Oh, you bastard. Hey, you know what? I was not expecting anything other than last place. Now, that might sound like a negative thought, right? But I'm familiar with my skills. Now, some people might say, hey, you never know on a tournament day. Travis could have been off his game, totally flubbed it. Anything can happen. It's pinball. And I saw quite a lot of weirdness happen. I saw balls jumping over plastic parts in the out lanes to drain. All kind of balls getting stuck. A EM machine getting an extra game on it. Like, just loading up like an extra player for no reason. Just weird stuff. It happens, right? But had the tournament taken place on a VPN, I can tell you now, some of those people, I would be bending over. But it is what it is. But every week that I go to League, it feels a little better to play the machines, right? To go, okay, when that ball, like I do a better job of letting a ball dead flip from one flipper to the other on a physical pin than I do on VPX, which is weird because I'm pumping money in that physical pin, and if I don't get it right, I lose money. Here, I can practice that all night long, but I never do. But it just feels more natural, and it feels right to do it on a physical pin. Weirdness, but that's how it is. So the same thing that I do here on my VPN and get better and better over time, and I think somebody said that in chat. I don't know if that was you. I think that was you, Frisco, that noticed that. I expect the same thing to happen during League, especially playing in VR and having access to these tables in VR. Out of 57 games that are at Cactus Jacks, I have 38 of them that I can practice on and practice in VR to get that depth perception and that timing down even better. And that's a fantastic ratio. So I don't. While I have a feeling that I'm not going to do well in the tournament, I still always try my best. But at the same time, I'm also a realist. I know how statistics work, and statistically, somebody playing pinball for 2 months is not going to beat Travis Murray or his kid. But somebody going to league night every Tuesday for a year and playing on his VPN for 3 or 4 hours every night might after a year. So what I look forward to is, what is my league night performance going to be, next September, next October. That's what I'm interested to keep track in. Get over there. I noticed that it also does that on the physical pin, at least the one that we have at Cactus Jacks. I have to be careful banging that cabinet so hard now that Tilt Bobby is woke and he's much more sensitive. The movie says tonight he was responsible for getting 2 balls sucked. Oh, man. Mine Soda says, I really love your streams. I'm lurking, but I'm here. Hey, thank you very much for saying that. I love my streams, too. And if there's anything that I can do to make it a better experience for you, let me know. You want to see more redemptions? You want to see, better gameplay? You want to see more diverse games, like way more classic and EM games? If you have, something that you have in mind, like somebody I think requested that I play Whirlwind. Never played that before, but this afternoon I made sure that it works. It's not loaded in Popper, but it does work. It's just facing the wrong direction, so I got to figure out how to fix that. But it's got a back glass, working ROM, and all that stuff. So I'll get that table set to portrait mode, and we'll be good to go. Final draw. Finally, a multi-ball in this game. Let's go. And, oh, nope, we got to get that one back. Thank you. Oh, that ball bounced the other one out. What a bastard. Ooh, did you see? Calm down, Bobby. Calm down. uh, Frisco says, imagine you were so wealthy you could travel the world playing pinball tournaments. I'd probably grow a long musty beard to go with it. Oh, man. Oh, God. What would that be like? I'd probably work for Stern and create really cool movie licensed tables. If I was that good. But there's only one guy that I know that does that. Moody says he broke out a can of whoop ass. 22 out of 28 points. He might even made the finals. Congratulations, Moody. Excellent. That is a can of whoop ass. I think I ended up with 12. No, 13 out of 28. So just enough to secure my spot in last place. I was fighting hard to make sure that that nobody took my spot. Flupper's Whirlwind remake is going to melt my eyes. Oh, I can imagine. Yeah, there are a lot of tables. I was going through my. I have 3 VPN collections on hard drive partitions. One of them is my pinup popper, so I pull things from the other partitions to load into popper. Then I have one that's got about 150 games, ROMs and tables. All I have to do is just kick the folder over and it's good to go. And then I have another partition that has like 800 games on it. And it's just stuff that I just cruise around vpinball.com or VP Universe and some other places that shall not be named, so don't ask. And I just randomly go, ooh, that looks nice. Ooh, that looks nice. That's how I end up with like 6 versions of Medieval Madness. And I was going through my small folder, just checking to see what would be interesting to add into Popper, making sure that everything works and has a back glass, stuff like that. And there's so many that I'm just like, man, this looks like a VP9 table. Like, it's old. Somebody needs to work on this. So, like, I would like to see VPN Workshop maybe do like Red and Ted. I think that would be cool. I would love to see somebody do a fresh playfield scan and modeling for the Shadow. That totally needs it. What else? I was wondering why I couldn't find a color DMD for Wheel of Fortune. I was like, what the heck? That was a little weird. Ooh, that looks nice. Yeah, exactly. And then I download it. It sits in a folder, and I never play it. But I'm like, ooh, that looks nice. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune, like that table is so colorful. It's so full of color and life, and it's just like not having a color DMD is like, who is in charge of the office of colorizing DMDs? Like somebody needs to get fired. Somebody slacking off, you know. Need to get that done. Oh. You got to be close to 2,000 hours. No wonder your left flipper is giving up. Hey, it's cheaper to replace that that flipper on the V pin than it is on a on a physical pin. Hmm? Yeah, I have so many tables in my collection where I'm like, ooh, that looks nice. Like, I have a 4K version of Gorgar. Never played it. I'm like, ooh, that looks nice. Even when I loaded it up today and everything worked and, you know, I'm like, okay, cool. Got the backlash. ROM works for it. All right. I still didn't play it. I just opened the file, it loaded up, and I'm like, okay, cool. Looks pretty. Damn! The fastest multi-ball drain in the West. Cyclone? Yes. Wait. Cyclone? Yes, I do have Cyclone. That table, for some weird reason, is also turned 270 degrees in the wrong direction. So that's one that I need to fix. I'm not quite sure how to fix it. I'm sure it's pretty simple. I just didn't have time today to hit the Googles to fix it. But Whirlwind and Cyclone, I do have both of those. Funhouse is a game that I need to put some time into. That's the one with Rudy, right? Where when he's sleeping and snoring, you gotta shove balls in his mouth to wake him up. Simple orientation. Okay, cool. I think it has to do with the options. You exit out of a table and you're just looking at the like the schematic for it. I don't know what you call that. You just go into options, and I think in that column of stuff, it has something to do with the scale or something like that. Yeah, I don't think I've played very many solid state or alphanumeric games on my V-Pen. And I know somebody was requesting that. But I also usually don't do random tables. So I end up playing the same table quite a lot because I'm trying to learn the table. Get it in there. MPT 3K. Well, yeah, we are talking about pinball. Well, some of us are. Earlier, we were talking about TNA, so we had to clarify that we were talking about total nuclear annihilation. Apparently, some people do not get very much time with TNA. You know, which is fine because not every arcade has it. You know, some arcades they like their stern games and they don't really care about spooky, and you know that's okay. That's them. But Manu, if you're still here and you didn't actually leave, were you able to ask Nailbuster those questions about VR in his Discord? If that's what you was asking him about. What's pinball? What? Oh, got the extra ball. Okay, I'll take it. Nice. There we go. Scoring on this fool like he's standing still. And Frisco saying, let me catch up on chat. Frisco saying he'll probably cry man tears when something breaks on his real pins. Hey, ain't nobody make you buy them, so you know what can happen. But you're determined to learn how they work, which is good. I would highly recommend watching like Pinball Shenanigans. His videos are long, but he's dedicated to really showing how to bring a machine back to life. So I'm sure there'd be some useful information in there. Yeah, the options are on the back glass. Randomized playlist in Popper is super cool to try. Hey, there you go. In Funhouse still this day, I think he's calling me. Well, okay. Hey, Afrock in the house. So nice to see you. What's going on with you, Afrock? Oh, you did get it working really well. Okay, cool. Was that what you was demonstrating tonight? What was you playing, Manu? I know you had a surprise stream, I think, last night. Oh, there's our first sound of Rolling Thunder. Come on, get in there. Oh, you bastard. It was a new Theater of Magic VPX mod and a Transformers mod. Okay, cool. I was looking at the Transformers that I have loaded on my cab today, and I'm just like, this does not look. It does not look like a 4K render. It's obviously an old version. So that's cool to hear that there's a new one out. Yeah, out of nowhere tables. Yeah, that was pretty cool. Oh my God, Johnny. You were watching someone else? Last week you told me it was only me. I should have known. I've seen you all around town. I've seen you in Frisco's chat. Now you're in Manu's chat. What's gonna be next? Am I gonna find you in Zanzibar's chat? Huh? Huh? What about Flipstream? Huh? Gonna find you over there? You gonna be over there like flip, 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 flip. Johnny, a pinball thought. he, he be everywhere. So, Mano, this Theater of Magic that I have, it's it's just Theater of Magic 2.4, and it's a really nice version. So if there's something newer than this, and I think maybe this came out about a month ago, but if there's something newer than this, man, I would like to play that because this version is really nice. Dang, I got to get some more of this. It's just so good. Oh, it was a Theater of Houdini. Okay, okay, yeah, I saw that. All right, it's nice but not quite ready. Okay, it's got pup issues. Avoid it until the next version, I would say. Hey, sometimes that happens, but it's also good to let people know, what's out there, what's coming up. I wish somebody, like Hawkeyes or Pedro, would drop by and be like, yo, bro, you want to check out this Sword of Rage I've been working on the past few months, don't tell nobody. Shh. I'm just gonna drop this file off to you, let you try it out. But I ain't big like that, so maybe one day somebody will slide into my DMs like, yo, I got that fresh new Iron Maiden for you.
No, 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 no.
Yeah, ain't nobody bringing me the new hotness. But that's all right. It's not like I'd be one of those people that could make some comparisons or something. Let them know how it's stacking up. They don't ask me, but that's all right. That's all right. Yeah, with the Dracula puppet. Hey, don't feel bad. I watch his streams. These fools are putting his name and logo in the game. Like, how is it gonna look? I stream Dracula, and the first thing that pops up is his logo on my stream. Come on now. We play it when we get it. Let everyone else beta test it. Yep. Hey, I like work. Yes. So in the script, there's an option. There's 4 different crane versions. So the normal crane is just a rectangular box with some screen printing on it. There's the 3D model version, which is this. Then there's anodized black metal. And then there's just like a straight bare metal version of it. So you can go into the script and change that. So I chose this, and it does look so much better. In VR, it looks awesome. If I didn't have all this rigging around my machine that Manu told me to buy, then it would be easier to walk around and show you guys how cool it is. But I got this clothes rack in the way. Pins and needles from that new Goonies. Yeah, I saw that piano skeleton that they teased today uh, or last night. That thing looks really good. Like I say it every time they release something new. Um, every time they do it, like it just gets better and better. Like they find a new thing to add to one up the last table that they did. Eventually, they're gonna have to go around and do it again on the first table. You're like, well, it's VPE and we're in the Unity engine, so we gotta redo. We gotta redo it all over again. Yeah, to start remembering that beer me button. Uh, I wish I did have some beer, but all I have is tequila and moonshine. You see Daz at your locals, and he's such a cool dude. Yeah. Yeah, VPE. Frisco, did you see that? I think they put it on VPN Nation, but that T2 Moonshine Hype Train. Yeah, if you guys start a hype train, I will happily drink some moonshine for you. What? Why did I just exit that? See, I was thinking about going to get some moonshine because now I'm thirsty. And moonshine sounds so much tastier than this ice water. Yeah, that T2 vid. Oh my god! Now that in VR, but on a like a Valve Index or a 8K Pimax, you want to talk about drink from the cold.
Have you ever had a dream
No.
that that you had you could you do you want
Yeah.
you could
That is, if you've been in this stream for a while, you know that's about how my train of thought when it comes to telling a story actually works. That's why that's there to remind me, finish the thought. But yeah, the T2 vid looked awesome, but it would melt computers. Oh, so good. Oh, I didn't update the location. Yeah, that's a new thing that I found out today. I totally did not know. So usually whenever I do one of these, when I load a new game into Popper, I have to move this DMD around, like every time. But what I found out is that if you right click on it, you get this option, save position globally, and it would do that for all instances, or you can save the position for just this ROM. So I'm going to save it for just this ROM. This means that whether I choose a full DMD underlay, whether it's a one where the underlay is in the middle, or if it's a low DMD, doesn't matter. It will load it in the correct spot just for this ROM every time. So yay for that. Yep. So now it's stuck there. Yeah, that's one thing I wanted to ask any streamer really. Do you watch your videos back, like when you get done, or am I the only one that sits there through that cringe fest? Yeah, when you're listening to the audio, like I can hear myself in the headphones. It's hard to speak in a manner that flows because you're like waiting for your second pair of ears to finish a thought. Yeah, use the global position for bottom DMDs since those are the best. Full DMD conversion from Andrew Walsh. You just have to change those. Oh, okay. Yeah, you'll have to hit me back with that info. See the quality wise as a tech. Yeah, I stopped kind of watching it quality wise. The only ones that I really watch back now are ones where there's a popping staticky audio issue, or if I'm streaming virtual reality, because that I still haven't figured out how to get that to not be so stuttery when I record it. Yeah, you're listening to the stream. Yeah, yeah. I try to keep things looking clean and fresh. Even if I don't, my stream does. I usually end up looking like a hobo. Manu says I don't usually watch my pinball streams anymore unless I'm streaming with a heavy hitter at Free Goal Watch and I need some tips. Yeah, no audio issues in a while from the VODs I've watched, and that's good. A couple of things that I've started doing to help with that is I just restart my laptop before I open up all of these apps. And I think that was the issue, was that my cache was full of crap. So I have Lumia going, I have Droid Cam X, I have IV Cam running, I've got Elgato 4K Capture running, I have NDI running, Streambot running, like all kinds of stuff. And stuff just clashes. And so when I clear all that cache out by restarting my computer, I usually end up with a much cleaner stream. Yeah, the Rift streams definitely worth a watch back, because sometimes people who aren't actually participating in the game, they're just making comments, and that shit is funny. Yeah, slipping through the radar. Yeah, especially in the chat for sure. Ooh. Oh, at Frisco, I wanted to tell you. I don't know if I mentioned it today, but thank you very much on the good lookout. Let me know that was a scam. That could have ended very badly if I'd have tried to purchase that. So Avrock is asking, do you guys stream and run the game from the same PC? Frisco does, but I am trying hard to convert him. Eventually I will. But for his AIQ, he's using a separate laptop. Mono says he built a dedicated streaming PC. Frisco says, my pleasure. I went to check because you saw the price and so you was going to try to scoop me. Okay. You saw some of the other prices and thought it looked a little fishy. Okay. Good looking out, bro. Kind of suspicious. Maybe you told me that so you could snap it up. I don't know. Avrock, I can imagine doing the streaming might lag the game. It depends on what you're trying to do. Not on a Judge Dredd. If you're trying to, I think where some of the big issue comes from is if your computer is not only doing the streaming and playing virtual pinball, but you're also running processes to do all of your DOF effects, like your lighting, your contactors, and solenoids. Especially when things get hectic and lots of lights and effects are going off, that will bring a PC to its knees. Yeah, 3060. Yeah, you need a beast to be able to keep up with that. So in my virtual pen PC is a 4790K 4-core i7 from like 2013 with DDR3, 16 gigs of RAM, and a water-cooled 1080 Ti. That's my VPN computer, and I'm running a 4K playfield, a 1440p backglass, and a 1080p full DMD. And I'm doing all of that at 60 hertz. Well, the backglass is running 165 hertz on a static picture, but it freaking looks pretty because it's HDR10. On my streaming computer, that's an Alienware M17 R3. That's running a 2080 16 gigs of RAM and a i9 in that. Woo. Now, if I was trying to run all these cameras off of one computer, no. I record my playfield with a CX405. Thank you, Mono and Don't Panic Flip, for that suggestion. Works awesome. Although, from the video, I would love to have a Sony A6 series camera. But the CX405 is really nice. 1080p 60, flawless. It's great. I use a Canon RP, and I shoot 4K 30 frames a second. And then downscale that to 1080p. And the lens that I use is a 24 to 105 f4. And then here on my lock bar, I've got a Brio 4K to record my DMD, and then I use cell phones for various other things. So Frisco says he can't get 1080p 60 on the pup packs, but he can do 30. Your real PC is a beast though. 3090. Woo! My cab has Chinese wheat crap. We did some live troubleshooting with Nailbuster, and he was like, check Task Manager, and you can see the GPU hitting 70. Oof. So dropped it down to 30 frames a second since you do direct capture on the back glass. Yeah, Frisco, you're using a CX405 for the playfield as well. Yeah, Avrock. Yeah, definitely. If you want to find out how to stream pinball with cameras, this is really the only place you want to be. No, that everybody in the pinball community, not just VPenners, can help you out with that. It just depends on how you want to stream it. If you want to do it direct capture, or if you want to do it, say how I do it, or Manu does it, or even how Don't Panic Flip does it with cameras. Yeah, the more pinball streamers, the better. Heck yeah, let's grow our community. Exactly. Yep, 405 for the AIQs. Sony. So it's a Sony HDR CX405. It's about $200. Elgato 4K capture card, which is what I recommend over that cheap Amazon crap that you can get for like $30. Get one that you know works. Just because it says 4K on it, you're not gonna run it at 4K. But that's about $130. So you tax and all, you're looking at $350 to be able to do that. That's what it ended up costing me, and it just straight up works. And I love it, and I think it looks awesome. I learned my lesson the first time that I tried streaming with low. Perfect. No, streaming ain't cheap. The first time I tried streaming, I was a big PlanetSide 2 player. I still love that game. But trying to do it with cheap knockoff webcams and microphones and stuff, no. No. If you have a decent cell phone, you might actually be better off just streaming it with a cell phone. Like, if you want to stream pinball, there's nothing wrong with getting you a tall tripod or mount, like a really tall overhead microphone stand, and placing that over your shoulder to capture most, if not all, of the playfield and the DMD and back glass. And streaming it to your PC using something like Droidcam X. And it'll still make an awesome stream. I've seen people do YouTube videos like that, and they just either don't talk or they add a voiceover to it later. Yeah, so Frisco uses an Elgato HD60S, which is it's a multi-input capture card, isn't it? Like, you can put two things in. I have two separate Elgato 4K capture cards, one for my playfield camera and one for my face cam. But quite honestly, you don't have to do that. I mean, if you go and watch that stream from Don't Panic Flip and MPT 3K on how to stream pinball, one of those, I forget the exact name of what it is, but I reference it all the time. I should remember it. Mono, if you want to post a link to that video on YouTube, that would be really helpful. That one where you do the camera comparison, that would be great. They put a CX405 up against a Sony a6000 mirrorless camera, a Logitech C920, and a Razer Kiyo. And I thought the web cameras were just going to look like absolute trash, which they did compared to the other two. But then when they started adjusting the settings on them, I was actually quite impressed at what could be achieved. Especially with the C920. I think the only problem is that if you're going to use multiple C920s, there tends to be an issue with it not recognizing more than one. Thank you very much, Manu. And there's also another shorter video where he shows off how to use the clothes rack. So, and I'll actually I can show you what this clothes rack is. It costs about $35 on Amazon. I'll just do this. Let me see if I can make this work. Don't fail on me now, Droid Cam. No. But why you gotta be like that, Droid Cam? But since I found a clothes rack on like Big Trash Pickup, so I just broke it down and packed it on my motorcycle on my way home. But this rig here, so that what you see off to the side, this thing here, this is that $30 clothes rack, and I use you can see it down there below my tilt bob. But I've got a little mount for my tablet that I use for my chat, and then up here I've got a small rig clamp that has my CX405 playfield camera mounted to it. I'm trying to look at this screen to make sure that I show it. And yes, that is plastic wrap. It keeps the small rig clamp from rotating on the but yeah, I've got my microphone mounted on this cheap ass mount. I need to replace that with the quickness. But then I have this very expensive carbon fiber tripod with a boom arm on it that's holding my face cam right in front of the back glass. And then if I come back here, you can see that I've split my lock bar in half, and in between it I have hot glued a Logitech Brio to that back glass, and that's what shows my DMD. So there's that. Oops. And speaking of hot gluing, oh my god, it just came off. So much fun. So much fun. Oh no, what a travesty. Oh no. Well, I don't know if I'm going to be able to fix that this evening. Well, no, I think maybe I can. Weirdness. I don't want you guys looking up my nose. Yeah. Yes, Frisco, you are absolutely right. The small rig clamps, yes. And they are heavy duty, like they are chunks of metal. They're really nice, and they're pretty cheap. I got mine for like $18 each on Amazon. Got that next day Prime delivery, and they were right there when I needed them. All right, we'll just stick that down. Yay, double stick tape. Hey, Cammy is in the chat. What's up? Welcome. Considering using that cheap towel rack that came with my house as a rig for pinball. Hey, make it work, whatever you got. Absolutely. Yep, clothes rack for the win. Exactly. Avrox is saying thanks for the wit. Cool. Yeah, Snake Man. Avrox says, I'll weld something together. I have one of those rolly forward bag holders from a hospital. Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about. Yep. Absolutely. Frisco's all about recycling, saving the planet. Where is the Captain Planet pinball machine featuring Don Cheadle? we need that stat. Captain Planet featuring Don Cheadle. Heck yeah. All right, we're back together. Yay. So hopefully that wasn't too distracting. Captain Planet channel redeem with Don Cheadle. Duct tape and blue tack. Hey, you know what? Whatever it takes. One of the things that I learned about streaming is that I wish I would have just jumped in with both feet to do it and make it happen, without obsessing over, did I have the right camera, the perfect microphone, all of my settings. I wish I just would have just jumped in both feet and just kind of fix stuff on the fly. One, I believe that now experiencing the community, a lot of my problems probably would have been solved faster than trying to figure it out on my own. If I'd have just jumped in, you nice people would have popped into my chat and said, hey dude, your video sucks, here's how to fix it. Which would have been awesome, instead of me having to record and obsess over it and wondering if it was right. And then what happens is ultimately you end up streaming with all of your fancy, expensive gear that you spent weeks and days and months setting up, and it still sucks. And you could have been having fun playing pinball the whole time. So, obviously you want to get it right, have as few problems as possible. But problems are going to happen. Just stream pinball, and the tech issues will sort themselves out. There we go. Ball lock. Nice. Ball lock 3. Let's go. Ah. Oh, all that work and we still drained. Frisco says, I spent so much time last night trying to get my cam working and had to jerry-rig things with a webcam for my player cam, even though it worked 1 minute before the stream started. But hey, that's what happens. I've had plenty of times where, like my playfield cam, it wasn't that it stopped working, it just stopped being recognized. Like right before stream, and I'm just like, are you serious? Hey, high score number 2. Cool, cool. And high score number 2, and I wasn't even freaking concentrating on it, so there's that. Yeah, exactly, Frisco. That's streaming. You know, it happens. But yeah, I'll tell anybody, just jump in, both feet, expect problems, and just be overjoyed and happy when they don't happen. Everybody is going to understand. Everybody is going to be like, yep, happened to me too. OBS is trolling you. Oh, kind of like how that center drain is trolling me. Hey, no problem, Frisco. Have a safe trip, and you know, keep us updated on that Discord chat and your Facebook. I don't know if you're on Instagram. Make some streams. Put that I know you'll probably be taking your laptop, bro. At the very least, put that Streamlab, get that Twitch live streaming app going on your phone. Give us something to check out for the people who can't go. And yeah, and we'll see you when you get back. Who said that likes lurking? Just lurking a little? Hey, that's all right. That's all right. Frisco, my #1 lurker. He been lurking since before I had a stream. I love it because my stream count, my viewer count never says 0. So I love that. Actually, Frisco, kind of think of it, you're #2. You are my #2 lurker. Penn Stadium was my first follower. Yep, they followed me 6 weeks before I actually hit the go live button. Craziness. He was lurking at my Twitch registration form. Damn, that's not lurking anymore. That's called stalking. Like, officer, this man makes me feel uncomfortable. What has he been doing? I was filling out my affiliate paperwork and his face was on the paperwork. And I swore that his eyes followed me. Just sitting there watching me. Like Vigo in Ghostbusters 2 in a portrait. Yes, get in there. There we go with the snap back. Right up the ramp. Oh, no. Oh, and I let it go down the drain. Let's see what else we got on this bad boy. If I'm not going to play it right now, but if you don't have this Trolls on your VPN, whether you got kids or not, yeah, get that. Some of the sound effects are a little loud, but still get that. It's a lot of fun if you need a pick me up, and the pup pack backlash is a joy to watch. Whoever did that pup pack, thank you very much for that. If I'm having a bad day, that's the first table I load up.
Please wait. I am now loading up the game. Have fun.
There was some young ladies at Cactus Jacks. They wasn't part of League Night, but they were crushing this game. I was like, all right. Oh, that's another one to fix. But Frisco's gonna send me that info. He's gonna whisper at him. Oh, I always go the wrong way with that. There we go. I'll just put that right in there. Right click that bad boy. Bam. All right. Calm down there, Vira. Who's that new follower? Alegos88. Thank you very much for the follow. I hope you're having a great night. Oh, let's spin it. Yes, I know that. I'm working on it. I'm not working on it very well. Oof. Yes, exactly. So I did not get it loaded up, but maybe Manu would maybe do a short surprise stream. I know there is one pretty good YouTube video out there for Popper, for Popper VR, that's somewhat thorough, but I still had some issues that I'm working through. So maybe Manu could bust out a little surprise stream, maybe in the next couple of weeks, and help some of us through it. That'd be great. Because at first I tried loading up that VR launcher, and I could not get that mess to work. So, the Legos, the VR works with these tables, even if they're not specific VR tables, mainly because the tables themselves are rendered with 3D models. So, even though I'm viewing it flat, all of these ramps and toys and things that are on the table are still created in 3 dimensions, like in a program like Blender. And so it's really just a perspective thing. Mono says it's still in beta, but mostly working. I have to work out the kinks and figure out some more stuff. But Nailbuster's helping you. Stick with Popper VR. Much easier, and it uses existing Poppers setup. Yeah. Ooh, backspin is crazy. Yes, I know exactly how you feel, Manu. If you don't already have it, download a table called Laser Ball. It's an old school solid state. It's a super wide body or an ultra wide body pinball table. Go play that. That is impressive, because the table is so freaking large, that it's awesome. That and Judge Dredd and pretty much any G5K table, like Star Trek: The Next Generation, or the G5K version of Attack from Mars. What else is really awesome? Tales of Arabian Nights, fantastic. Yeah. Okay. So you already know. Yeah. In VR, exactly how you remember it is how it looks. It's it's fantastic. The only thing I would say is wrong with it is that it plays faster than it should. So I tried messing with the layback of the table to make it more flat to slow the ball down. That does help. Loving the ladies on the playfield. You know, okay, and I've said it before. I have to be very careful when I choose to play Wo Nelly because my first instinct is to choose the modded version. So, and it's hard for me to tell which one is which in in my table selection. So I really have to read the whole entire line to make sure. Sloped, yes. So, two games that I got crushed on tonight was Grand Prix and Laser Ball. And being able to play those in VR, especially Laser Ball, I'm sure will help the next time I have to play those. So for 5.5, start from there. This table is being mean to me tonight. But yeah, I counted up Manu. I counted up all of the games that I have at my local spot. We have 57 active games on the floor, and I have 38 of them available to me on my VPN. So that's a pretty good ratio. You got the same if we go watch. Oh, the other thing that you can do. Don't forget to try out ice cold beer in VR as well. Okay, cool. The guy who developed left a comment on your channel. Cool, man. Oh, when you stream the physical game. Oh, how awesome. Ah, you bastard. Yeah, for right now, my interim solution for getting the DMD to show up in VR is to just move the DMD from my DMD screen up to the backglass screen, and then VPVR pulls it from there and just puts the two together. So I don't know how to make it pull directly from the third screen. Now, some of the VR rooms, like my ACDC, that one actually has the whole entire backglass and DMD in the correct spot. So it looks like I'm standing in front of the actual physical machine with the score in the correct spot inside of its little DMD cutout. Yeah, so Nailbuster figured that out as well. So it's as long as the backglass and the DMD score are on the same screen, it will pull it just fine. And now every single table works. So that's why I've been moving around some of these backglasses like that, because when I was playing the VR versions, I had to put the scoreboard up there. So it looks a little weird in VR, but to be quite honest, once I get involved in the game, rarely do I notice or care. Now, what I do care about are the games like Batman 66, which looks awesome in VR, but the full DMD doesn't show. And that actually has a VR room. So I must be doing something wrong, because the backlash shows and the playfield, shows and everything shows like that, but I get nothing from the full. Now maybe I have to switch the bat file to have it render on a 2 screen. Oh, I think somebody dropping some important knowledge on me right now. Okay. Drain at an opportune time. The VR rooms are rendering the DMD on the backglass in a VR room. Okay, cool. MP3 says, dude, do yourself a favor, bruh, and create a VR room table in your visual pinball directory and have 2 versions. Sounds like a pain, but bruh, it'll totally keep you from messing up your pancake view pins. Sure. All right, yeah. Now, then the question becomes, how does VPX or Pop or whatever know? Shaw, bro. How does VPX know to pull the table from the tables dash VR instead of just the tables folder? Like, you have to tell it where to pull the tables from, right? Or does it just know once they're loaded into VPin main? It just searches all the folders until you find the table. Need to watch the YouTube video tutorial by Scampa. I think that's the one I was referencing earlier. I watched it last night or the night before last. I need to watch it again while I'm standing at the VPin And that way I can just
Bruh.
pause it. Bruh. Yeah, exactly. Bruh. And just pause it and follow each step that he's talking about. See, Mono, you're gonna have me stand up late till like 4 o'clock in the morning. Um, boss man gonna be like, "Bro, you look bad, yo. Are you all right?" I was up till 4 o'clock in the morning, trying to play video games in VR. Okay, as long as the directory's in there. Okay. And that's actually the way that before Baller Installer, that's how I learned how to properly set up VPX. Was watching, I think it was Terry Red's tutorials where he's literally like, just follow along with this video, pause it if you need to, and I just did one step at a time until I made it through like all 4 hours worth of videos to get everything set up. It took me like 2 days. But when I did, I felt like a friggin' champion. And then like 8 months later, Baller Installer's like, yeah, let's turn that 2 days into like 10 minutes. You have a table called Tables for regular, and VPX sets that up for you automatically. And then you have one called VR Table. You also need to copy your screen res text, B2S files, stuff like that. So basically, you're just going to take a fresh tables folder and just rename it Tables VR. But that would mean you'd also need to set up B2S as well. So you need to do the setup exe. Or can you just copy that over without having to set it up again? Yeah, it's a duplicate. Okay. Oh, you just copy the existing B2S and screen res, all that stuff. So even my Freezy DLLs, stuff like that, just copy all that over. You bastard. Just with VR tables. Now, what if there's a table that I want to play that is not a VR specific table? Like, say I wanted to play, like, I don't know, Wonelli. Wonelli doesn't have a VR table. Do I need to put a version of that into my VR tables folder? Oh, Freezy should. Oh, because Freezy's going to be in a VPin main. It's not in the tables folder. Okay. So if it's not a VR room, just leave it in the regular tables folder. But if I want to play it in VR, I can still pull it from there. But don't I have to tell Popper VR where my tables are located? So it's going to look for it in VR, correct? Only VR versions should go in there. Okay, so basically just tell it, hey, if it's not a VR room, pull it from this table. If it's a VR room, pull it from this tables folder. That way it knows automatically where to pull the back glasses from. Ooh. There we go. So got the dead heads, got the lab. What? I didn't even get to play that multi-ball. Come on. Okay, this table just trolling me now. If you have a table that isn't a VR room, but you alter it to play in VR. Oh, okay. Okay, so just make a copy of that table, put it in the VR tables folder. Okay. Okay, okay. Okay. So just copy and paste another version and just F with that version. And do whatever I need to that one. Damn you. Rad Verde, what's up? Damn. All right, Manu, well, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Have a great night. Ooh. Oh. Good night, sir. Rad, what's up? How you doing? Yeah, Scared Stiff is a great game. And I love how this one plays. It usually doesn't have any slowdown or chugging for me. It just plays nice and smooth. Woohoo! Way to save it, baby. Way to save it. Putting in that work. Ah. Got that last minute jackpot up in there. We're gonna get it back. Thank you. Wow. That rock. Scared stiff. That's the Halloween spirit. Yeah, heck yeah. Good, man. You played it for the first time this weekend. Actually sent you a challenge on Twitter. No, I didn't see it, but awesome sauce. Thank you. Because I have had this same lame ass challenge. Like check this mess out. I've had that up there for like a week. So, yeah. Awesome. Scared stiff challenge. Cool, cool, cool. I'll tell you what. I'm going to do that. Let me see here. Let me see. Who is sending me stuff? No, I don't want recommended. I don't care about that shit. Why am I getting all this bullshit? I don't see it on my Twitter, bro. Nope, I see an Avengers one, a Jurassic Park one, somebody's middle finger. Ah, that's all right. Send it to me again, and yeah, absolutely. I will give it my best, my man. Yeah, I really like this. I really like this table. I didn't make it a table of the week yet, but I've spent so much time playing it, and I made it to Scared Stiff. Got halfway through Scared Stiff, I think level 5 or something like that. I know what I'm supposed to do in the game. Now, knowing what you're supposed to do and actually pulling it off, two different things. But yeah, I'll review the score if it's if I feel like I could beat it pretty easily, because I already have experience on the table and it's your first time doing it. As a reply to a post, okay. I have to admit that I don't use Twitter as much as I thought I would. I actually seem to do a lot better on Instagram. But you can always post it there as well. But yeah, I'll certainly keep an eye out for it. I seem to get so much other stuff on Twitter that I just don't give a crap about. That sometimes stuff like your post gets lost. But like on Instagram, it's kind of more targeted. Like I just see stuff from the people that that I want to see.
Please wait. I am now loading up the game. Have fun.
I made a Twitter post on the 24th, so we're not talking that long ago. That was what, the day before yesterday? It's probably when I was streaming. Thomas Wall sending me some stuff. Accept. Yep. Cool. So you sent me the challenge, but you didn't send me a picture with it. Yeah, I love doing the follower challenges. Um, it's it's a blast to do. Woo, let's go. Oh, coming back. Oh, and I still drained. Ah, there we go. What do we got here? $9.8 million. All right. How many games did it take you to do it? This is part of the follower challenge. You get 10 games to do it. You said it was your first time playing it. It looks like there's LED lighting in that machine. Took you 4 tries to do it. 4 tries. I didn't really notice what I was scoring on this this last round of playing through this. Did anybody notice? Hey, got you a free game, and first time playing it. I can tell you now, my first time playing it, I was struggling to get to 10 million. So don't feel bad about that at all. If you really want to beast on me, post up any kind of decent score. It doesn't even need to be a decent score. Any kind of good score on Tales of Arabian Nights, and I will probably struggle to beat it. Post up any kind of good score. I would say 35 to 40 million on AC/DC. I will struggle to beat it. So 3.2 was my last score. So let's so what'd you post up here? 9.843 570. All right. Let's make some quick in-stream changes. Then we're gonna have ourselves a little hold down, a little challenge. Scared stiff. And you got, what was it? 9.843, 570. There it is. We are updated. I got 4 games loaded. Let's see. So basically, I got to get more than 10 million, and I got to do it in 4 games. Let's go.
Are you ready to play?
First game started. That's right, Red. Let's go. Oh, and I have to remember, I just tightened up my my tilt bob by about 50% tighter than it was. So no ridiculous death saving. So there's the lab complete. And we'll do the spider. Damn it. Who's a mod up in this piece? Johnny, I think you are. Can you get rid of that, whatever the heck that is? I don't want to be famous. All right. Damn. Woo. Damn, that game was over with the quickness.
Are you ready to play? I don't want to know what's in there. Here's a bunch of scary shit. My favorite.
Ooh, a smoker right past me. You want to buy followers and become famous? That sounds like fun. Oh, come on.
Are you ready to play? I don't want to know what's in there. Oh, that hit some album. Trick or treat. Why not?
Oh.
Are you ready to play? I don't want to know what's in there.
Ah. Yes. As with the theme this month, that ball was undead. Lazarus, heck yeah. Damn you. Are you kidding me? Ball launch in the drain. Captain Zanzibar in the house. What's up, Cap? How you doing tonight? Did you have a happy stream? What were you playing tonight? Ah. You play Pinball. Nice. Taking it back to the original. So, Zanzibar, what you're what you're about to see is Red Verde has issued a follower challenge. 9,843,570 in 4 games. He played this for the first time the other night and got that score. So I am on my last game to beat that score. If not, I've got to leave this post up here saying that he won and what his score was compared to mine until somebody issues the next challenge. Oh, was that Moody? No, I don't want to become famous. Bro, I'm already famous. Famously bad at this game, apparently. You need to find a machine you haven't played before. Oh, yes. Yeah, thank you very much. I don't there's very little that I won't tolerate in my stream. You know, the obvious things, but that, like, I don't really care too much if you give yourself a shout out and a post and a link to your own channel. I don't care. Once is fine. You know, if you're here for a long time and I get rated and there's a bunch of new people in here, you know, do it again. But like advertisements and stuff, like, don't. I had somebody in here trying to post links to their merch shop once. I was like, are you serious? Unless you're gonna give me a friggin' cut, like, get that mess out of here. All 3. Last ball. Did you ban yourself, Moody? Monkus. Damn it. Damn it. Oh, 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 oh. Ah. Hey, I got a free game.
You're one of my favorites.
7, 219, 230.
Oh, pooh. Thanks for doing some time with me.
There it is. uh, so close. So close. Red Verde says he's dressing as Ferris Bueller for 80s themed work costume day. Awesome. Yeah, that was super close. Super close. Does that mean you'll be absent for the day? I would. Yeah, it's your day off. Moody. Quick wits. Quick wits. Nice. Red Verde is. I thought Miracle Last Ball comeback was gonna get me. Oh man. I was like, come on, come on. Oh, I was so close. So close. Yeah, definitely a good game. The the follower challenge I think is the best thing that I have added to my channel recently. It is so much fun. So much fun. I love it. And anybody can do it. All they need to do is find a pin that I have access to. If I don't have it on VPN, if I have it at Cactus Jacks, and they have 57 games on the floor right now, then I'll even go play it physically. It just has to be a game that our scores would be somewhat comparable. So usually if it's a game that I don't have much experience with, you don't have much experience with, if you come to me and you scored 300 million points in Guardians of the Galaxy, man, get out of here with that. I'm not I'm not even going to accept that challenge because it's not fun to watch, right? Yeah, absolutely. You can do that with anything. You could make it a redemption, a community goal, whatever it is. But I just tell people, post it to my Instagram. Hit me up on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. Take a picture of what you did. Holding today's newspaper like a ransom letter, and you get 10 games. to get your best score on it. I'll take a look at it, see if it'll make a good challenge, and then I will live stream it if it's on my VPN. If I have to go to Cactus Jacks to play it, then I'll post a picture back and let everybody know, and you'll be up here until I get the next challenge. So that was a hell of a lot of fun, and that last ball, last credit, last ball took it down to the wire. A little bit more bonus would have got it. Cammy says, you want to dress up for Halloween, but you don't have many costumes. Only Captain Marvel, Rey from Star Wars, and a princess dress. You know what? Why not do them all? Just at the same time. You could be Disney encapsulated. Like that is all of the Disney. Yeah. Because Brie Larson acts like she's a special little princess in interviews. Yeah, it would be, yeah, it'd be awesome. You'd be Captain Marvel. Mix and match, yeah. But how would you mix and match it? Would you wear like the Captain Marvel like face mask and then carry around like Rey's staff, but in the princess dress? Like that's how I would do that. I would carry around Rey's staff with a lightsaber on my hip while wearing a princess dress with the Captain Marvel mask. And when people are like, "What are you?" and I'm just like, "I'm Disney." Like that would be awesome. That would be awesome. What? Something falling down? Uh-oh. Like stuff is like crashing around. Man, oh man. Ooh, let me take a little break. That was intense. That was intense. So what do you all think of the follower challenge? Think it's pretty cool? I definitely like it. What? You got to be kidding me. No way. Oh, and that sound that you hear is the sound of that's two boxers who are who are out for the night. Ooh wee. Moody. Moody loves it. Loves the idea. Confused Disney princess. Yeah, you can be like, I am Disney. I am all of the Disney. Absolutely fantastic. What else we got on here? You know what? Let's go back to the classic.
I am now loading up.
Nothing wrong with the classic. Yeah, Moody, you loving the follower challenge? Yeah, absolutely. It's not copyrighted. I think it's a great way to, get your community engaged. Let them, be active in what you do. Don't pick Twilight Zone. Are you trolling, Moody? Because I don't know how to play that table. Is that what it is? I kind of know what to do. It's just freaking hard to do it. But oh, Moody, were you here earlier when I was talking about my tonight was round two of uh, of my tournament with my local pinball group. I don't know if you heard of any of the stories of my complete and utter failure on an epic level. So, yes, failure, but it was epic. Because, I don't do anything halfway, baby. If you gotta fail, you gotta go hard, right? You gotta go all the way. Yeah, Moody, that's why I don't play this table very often, because I don't like embarrassing myself in front of you. But yeah, tonight was round two out of a 3 week tournament. Okay, cool. You did hear about it. Okay, cool. But yeah, I completely failed. Came in last place again, but I had a blast doing it. It was a real struggle to hold on to my previous last space spot. There was a real fight for last place, so I'm glad I could hold on to that. Going as Zombie Ash, yes, you could totally do that. You know what? You should carry around the Pokemon that killed you. Like maybe you mishandled it and then it attacked you. Like you got electrocuted by your own Raichu. Funny story. My email address used to be Raichu, bunch of letters and numbers, on AOL when I very first got an email address back in like 97 or 98. It was Raichu. And I wasn't even into Pokemon. I just liked the sound of the name. So Moody says, idea, tutorial, play a table that few viewers are familiar with. They can give you tips on how to play the table. You were killed by a magic carp. That's the lamest way to die, which is also kind of funny. Yes, you should totally do that. Struggle to the death. So, I thought that's what we were already doing. So, I don't know how that would work out as like a short format kind of thing. It took serious effort when you did it. bow before me. Yes. We are not worthy. You're not worthy. I don't know how that would work out. Like, I could see how it would be interactive, but it seems to take me quite a while to like get the hang of a table and make shots like I'm supposed to. So I'm afraid that would be frustrating for the viewers, because they would be blowing up my chat like, dude, hit this shot, do this, trap up. And I'm not doing any of those things. And they're like, after a while, they'll just give up like, well, I already told him and he ain't doing it. I'm out. So I don't want that to happen. But I understand your idea, but I think that better fits into like my Mondays and Saturdays when I'm doing table of the week challenges. That's the perfect time, especially on Monday, because that's when I start that challenge. That's the perfect time for people to pipe up and be like, yo, hit this drop. Here's how you get multi-ball. Here's how you, start a mode on this table. It's perfect for that. Send me all your spam bots as a reward if you want to be famous. You know what? I will do that. I will send you all of the hosses that I know. I will send them all to you. Yeah, I'm kind of already doing that format exactly, Moody. So and that's one of the reasons why I put that back seating allowed as a tag on my stream, because I want people to come up in here, you know, and tell me, yo, do this, do that. Especially on the Mondays, because I never read the instructions, never read the rule set, never watch any videos. I just go at it just straight up raw. Give it to me raw, with no straw. Yo, 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 yo. I'm getting trolled straight up? Come on. Just jump over the castle wall. Easy. Wolfman, what's up? So nice to see you. How you doing? I'm getting trolled. If I don't get trolled at least once a night, I'm not running my stream right. So nice to have my color DMDs back. Yes. And of course, the trolls are blocking. Let's go, trolls. You're in my way from the multi-ball. Damn it. Yes. I got the multi-ball off your face. Castle destroyed. Woo. Oh, damn it. Damn. Give me the points. Oh, does it sound a little low? Ah, damn it. Yeah, destroying a castle. Yeah, it's really cool to see that. I'm trying to think of another game that has a really cool animation like that. Ah, damn it. I mean, the first thing that comes to mind is like Star Trek Enterprise. You know, when you hit the Enterprise, it wobbles and shakes back and forth. Yeah. But I think Attack from Mars does something similar. I would have to say the only other really cool animation would be maybe the T-Rex head in the newer Stern Jurassic Park, when it holds the ball and shakes it and then throws it around. But I think you got to have the premium or the LE for that. Star Trek Ship is a Vengeance. Yeah. But no, I was talking about Star Trek, the game. Like, I guess I said Enterprise, thinking of the Star Trek ship. I just assumed it was Star Trek Enterprise LE to separate it from the original Star Trek game. Oh, come on, that should have been a lock ball. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I got smoked. Oh, really? Stir machine with the shaky ship. Extra ball. Chicago City Gaming. I wish they'd make another, what? Oh, Medieval Madness. Did they already do that one before? Yeah, they did Attack from Mars, Medieval Madness, and now they're working on Fathom. And what else have they done? They did Monster Bash, right? Damn it. Oh, Haggis is doing Fathom. Oh, they're doing Cactus Canyon. Too bad it isn't the Cactus Canyon continued. Oh, a Totem remake. Alright, on the Totem remake, who's got 15 grand in their pocket waiting on that? Getting wrecked. Totem remake, brain exploding. Ooh. I think, what time is it? Holy crap. Now, I got to get up in the morning. But, Moody says, I hear they're maybe a tourney close to you in November. Hope you decide to enter and go for it. Yeah. So there's two tourneys. I don't know what the details are on the November one. I don't know if I'll be able to make that one because I've already took a whole entire weekend off for Extra Life, and I'm going to be hanging out with Cyborg Johnny, streaming some pinball here. Hey Frisco, have a great night, and then we're going to be going up to Cactus Jack to play some physical pins as well, and we'll be doing that all weekend long during Extra Life weekend, November 5th, 6th, and 7th. And then I think it's the weekend after that there's a tournament here, and I won't be able to make that one. But there's another tournament that's geared around the 80s. So it's an 80s themed tournament. And that one is December 18th. And that one I probably will go to. They'll have a DJ there is playing 80s music. And then they're going to have some tables that are classic pins from the 60s, 70s, and 80s already there. But then they're going to have people bring in more classic pins as well. And that's going to be a blast. So I'm definitely going to have to request that day off so that I can go to that, and they'll have a tourney based on that. And the good thing is that if I can get a hold of the playlist of games, because they're all classic games, I should have access to them in VPN and be able to practice them. Captain Zanzibar is out of here. All right. And, of course, on that note, I've also got to be out of here as well, since it's after 2:30 in the morning. So I have to say goodnight, nerds, as well. But I think we should go show some love to Cynic98 and go say hi to him. So thank you very much for being here, and I will see you all tomorrow night. Have a great night, everyone.